What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Supergirl Season 3 video. So the hashtag show are back at it again with some character descriptions for the upcoming season of Supergirl Season 3. And we get the descriptions for 4 villains for Season 3 who will be plaguing poor old Kara this season. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated. And it lets me know just what you like. So here we go. The first one we've got here is Morgan Edge. Male, 40s, open ethnicity. As corrupt as he is intimidating, he intends to clear the area one way or another, and he has enlisted the services of a madman to blow up the area during a special ceremony in Supergirl's honor. This savvy and formidable titan of industry is pushing through a huge new redevelopment plan for the city's waterfront. And he doesn't care if he has to uproot the entire indigenous immigrant population to implement his money-grubbing scheme. So that's not looking good at all. So Morgan Edge is a Superman villain here as well. It's very interesting. Was featured in Supergirl as well. Morgan Edge has been featured, and he is a pretty terrible character, to be honest. He is a huge dick. He has Galaxy Communications, which is the kind of rival to the Daily Planet, and well, he's not a very nice guy whatsoever. And he actually, the pre-crisis version actually helped set up Intergang, which was a kind of space gang of evil douchebags. Now, in post-crisis, he was actually properly connected to Intergang, and, well, he's not a huge character, to be honest. He's like a budget Lex Luthor, to be honest, but he actually is in New 52. He is a media mogul, and he actually takes over to be the owner of the Daily Planet, and he is here in Supergirl Season 3. So it looks like he is trying to take over and get his plans pushed forward. And we actually see this character featured in, well, seemingly talking to Lena Luthor, and it's not going to go well for Supergirl as she tries to deal with all of this that is going on. And I expect that this will be the first episode of this season, because we've seen in the behind-the-scenes images of the Supergirl Day thing, which is quite similar to Flash Day at the start of the Flash Season 2, Episode 1. Now, next up, we have Robert Dubois / Bloodsport, male, 30s to 40s, looking for memorable and distinctive performers. This evil and threatening merc is an ex-military man who has infiltrated his former base and stolen a variety of articles that he uses to cloak an underwater nuclear device. As we later learn, he is in the employ of Morgan Edge, and he has been hired to blow up the waterfront with a nuclear, or like an underwear nuke. So it says principal here. I'm not too sure what that means, but I expect he will just be in the first episode. He's not going to be a recurring guest star, just like Morgan Edge, who probably seems to be the main villain of this season. So they're keeping it a bit grounded here this time, to be honest, which, you know what, isn't actually a bad thing, to be honest. And Robert Dubois, he was a Vietnam veteran, and he actually wasn't able to go to Vietnam, and he actually fled to Canada. And Lex Luthor actually finds him and wants to actually use him to take out Superman. And, well, he actually gets a gun which shoots out green kryptonite. Now, later on, he actually becomes Bloodsport. He imagines himself as a Vietnam War veteran. And, well, he just absolutely goes completely insane. And, well, he's not a huge kind of memorable villain, but I guess this kind of modern version would work. Hopefully they kind of update it to maybe the Iraq War or something like that. That would kind of work really well. Probably is just a villain for this episode, or this episode, the opening episode, and that really is it. But next up we have Gale Marsh. Female, late 20s, early 30s, open ethnicity, the deadly and seductive Psy, aka Gale Marsh, a DC Comics foe of Supergirl, possesses psychic abilities which allow her to bring out her victims' darkest fears. While she is a physical threat, her real power comes in bringing the Girl of Steel to her knees without throwing a punch. Lead guest star. That's big. That's big that she will actually be a lead guest star here. And Gale Marsh, she was actually in the comics she was 12 years old and she has psychic powers, but she was taken by someone. She was taken by David Pendergast, who wanted to use her powers and use them for evil gain, which, you know what, never actually goes well when you have a character like that. And later on, she did actually join the whole thing. She joined the Suicide Squad, and she was also featured in the Forever Evil storyline. So it looks like she might be a recurring villain, kind of like what we had with Cadmus, which would be pretty decent, to be honest. It would be interesting to see how much she will have her featured, and she has been featured in behind-the-scenes images. Now, next up, we have Samantha March / Rain, female, late 20s to early 30s, diverse. Samantha is a professional young single mum trying to balance work and life, who begins to struggle to hold on to her humanity when an alter ego, Rain, ruthless, righteous superhuman, begins to take over her personality. Most important in Sam's life is her young daughter, Ruby, who Sam would sacrifice absolutely everything to protect. So that's big there. It looks like what I predicted is that, well, she will be a normal human like we saw in the trailer, and later on she will actually become the character of Rain. It looks like she has sort of landed on Earth just like Kara, but slowly she will be revealed to be the weapon that is Rain, one of the world killers. So that would be really, really cool to see how that kind of transposes, and it seems a lot more interesting and a better story than someone literally landing on the Earth just trying to kill everyone, which would be a lot more this is a better, because we can have it slowly reveal as the season goes on, and that's what they said about it being a lot different. And we've got her daughter, Ruby March, who is about 11 to 14, and she will be interested in there. And Rain, of course, is the character that was created to destroy everyone and was a world killer. So it's pretty big there that we've got all these descriptions that look really, really cool. And I'm super excited to see where this actually goes. So let me know what you think in the comments about these villains, and are you excited? Morgan Edge does sound interesting because the actor who played him was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I really, really liked him in that. However, that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.